Hey, this is Dave DeSantis, the CEO and founder of CherryPickPrices.com. I want to welcome you to the setup video for creating a Cherry Master Inventory List. Basically, what a master inventory list is a complete list of every single supply that your business uses in its operation. And you may have something like this already. If you do, some organization in the beginning will definitely make your setup process faster. However, if you don't have anything, that's okay too. There's a reason that you came to find us here at Cherry. And what we see with our different clients is sometimes we have people that are coming to us starting off with something like this, a handwritten list. We have people that come to us with a single column list of inventory items with the names and descriptive information all together, like you see here. We also have seen clients come to us with a little bit more sophistication and a little more organization in an Excel list, with, say, something like an item name and maybe even some descriptive information or some location information. Well, the cool thing is you can use any of this stuff to help you get started building your Cherry inventory list. And even if you have none of those things, some clients will even go as far as to get their order guides from the different suppliers that they're purchasing from. Like, for example, this is a Cisco Foods order guide from my old restaurant. And even though there's a ton of repetition in here of products, it is a place that you could use as a source to start getting yourself organized into a list. And when we're finished, what that list really needs to be is a duplicate-free list of all your supplies. And as far as the worksheet itself goes, we have the ability, if you are bringing in an outside Excel list from, say, a POS system that has a PLU number that you want to leave associated with your item, we can bring the PLU numbers in, say, from QSR software or other software programs that you may be using in your operation already. If you don't have this type of information, then just ignore this. Don't worry about this column. It doesn't really matter. Same thing with barcode information. If you're coming to us from another inventory software where this type of information is available for download, we can certainly import it into the Cherry software. However, most of our customers are coming to us from a place of needing to start from a lower level of technological sophistication, something like a handwritten list or a simple Excel sheet. Now, if you have a handwritten list and you need to build your inventory list here, you can start off by just typing in your item names and then providing some descriptive information about that item name. And one thing I want you to understand from the beginning is the data that you type in as your item name, we need you to keep that as simple as possible, because Cherry has a mobile application that you will later use in your ordering process that has the ability to use speech recognition. And if you keep the item name simple, the speech recognition has a higher success rate. So if you want to call something, for example, pepperoni, it's much easier for the software to verbally recognize that than if you had something like performance pepperoni 16 cut per ounce spec. It's never going to get all that in the item name. So put a simple item name and then any branding or descriptive or any spec information that you have about the item in the item description column. And keep in mind that part of the process of Cherry is hopefully to be able to field some competitive bids from additional suppliers for your supply chain in the future. And one of the difficult things for you in that process is to give a new sales rep all of the information that they need to know about your account to be able to provide you a good order guide. It's always such a pain in the ass for us as restaurant owners. So if you give them good information here to start off with, it'll make your job easier later. And you can certainly copy and paste information from other sources. So for example, if you had a spreadsheet like you see here with item names, you could come in and left click and drag the whole column down, and then you can right click, just copy what you already have, return to the Cherry setup sheet, highlight the first row, and then just copy in the values directly into this worksheet. And you can simplify these if you wanted to even further and move some of this descriptive information in over here if you wanted to, make it an even easier name, like say just jerk seasoning, and put McCormick here, for example. And then the other thing that I can do here is, because I have a descriptive information column, I can just copy this one separately. I probably could have just done this together. And then right click, copy, go back to my original document, and copy everything in. But anyway, the whole goal here is, no matter what your resources are that you have available, to create a very complete list of every single supply that you use in your operation. Do the best you can to get all of them. If you happen to miss a few, don't worry about it. Later on in the Cherry setup process, there is a place for you to be able to add items that you did miss. So this video is starting to get a little bit long, but once you're finished, make sure that you click save, and click save a lot whenever you're working in Excel, to make sure that if something happens, you don't lose work. And once this is saved, you'll be ready to move on to the next step of our setup process, which is to return to the CherryPickPrices.com homepage. Click on our sign up and log in link at the top of the page. Click create new account. And then at this point, before you go crazy and jump right into filling in all of these fields, you will save yourself a little bit of heartache, I'm sure, if you take a second and continue the video instructed setup by clicking right here on video explanation. So if you have any questions, please make sure that you click on the icon down here at the bottom right, and you can send any questions directly to us, or call us, or use the contact form at the top of the home page. Good luck. We'll see you in the next video.